our first story is about the past 7 years, 26 states have started using the Educational Interpreter Performance Assessment because of the Individuals with Disabilities Education Improvement Act. Many interpreters are not passing the test. This means that many students are being left without interpreters. If the interpreters are not good enough, the students will not get quality education. Now on to Katie, who's interviewing Brenda.
Thank you, Sophie. I'm here at the University of Colorado with Brenda Schick. How are the states helping you and your interpreters plan for this change?
The EIPA allows time for interpreters to pass the test, but soon that time will expire. And that will impact the amount of interpreters we have.
Who else could this impact?
Students who need interpreters, students who study interpreting, and the interpreters we have today.
Do you know of any other schools that are having problems with this?
Recently I talked with a woman named Jeannie, and she is the superintendent at Iowa School for the Deaf. And there, many of the interpreters did not pass the test. And I also talked with a woman named Shelley Carney, and her research hospital had the same result.
Thank you.
Now we go on to Katie, who's interviewing Superintendent Prickett.
So, Superintendent Prickett, how is this new act affecting your school?
Schools are so pressed money-wise and they are trying to cut costs. I'm sympathetic for what those schools go through, but without a qualified interpreter, deaf students are just sitting in a seat. An individual who has passed with a 3.5 can convey about 80% of the classroom content to the child. It's the individual student whose education may be compressed by less than qualified professionals.
Now on to Thomas with sports.
Recently, the Seattle Seahawks announced their schedule for their first game. Their first game is September 4th against the Spokane Deaf Lions. Baseball news, the Mariners, they signed a new player named Frank Marshall, who's deaf. More news, Quidditch is a real thing. What? Who knew? Back to you, Sophie.
Now we go on to Jack, who has an interesting story about American Idol.
Thanks, Sophie. The recent season of American Idol just finished. The winner was a deaf woman named April May. You can buy her new album named June starting in July. Back to you.
Now, Raven with the weather.
Hi, thank you, Sophie. This week's weather is Monday. Will be raining throughout the day and cold. Tuesday will be sunny, 60 degrees and warm. Wednesday through Saturday will be partly cloudy with some sun, and Sunday will be rain showers. And right now there's a 95% chance that it's already raining. This week's traffic is good. 405 has a bad accident though, so you might want to leave home a little earlier than later.
Thanks for watching. Come back at 7 for more news.